Welcome to Zoho. In this video, we'll be seeing about Zoho's ASP solution. We'll see how to create and manage multiple organizations, how to invite users and manage user roles, and how to prepare and file the GSTR1 and GSTR3B return. When you sign up for Zoho Books, we'll be collecting the details of the GSTIN of your organization. Once you've completed the sign-up process, you'll be taken to the dashboard. You can manage your list of contacts here and the list of your goods and services in the items section. You can use this quick create icon right next to that particular tab to create a new record, or you can also bulk import the data for each and every module. If you wish to do the GST filing from Zoho Books, you can go to Settings, click on Taxes, and then click on GST Settings. Here, you can give the details of the GSTN username and the return filing period, whether monthly or quarterly, and save it. In Zoho Books, you can manage multiple companies as individual organizations under the same account. Click on the organization name in the top right corner, and you'll find the organizations that you are a part of listed over there. If you wish to switch between organizations, you just need to click on them. And to add a new organization, click on Manage and click Add Organization. In each organization, you can add multiple users and assign them role-based access. You can go to Settings and click on Users and Roles. Here, you can see the users who are part of this organization along with their roles. And in this section, you can view the predefined roles, and if you wish to create a custom role, you just need to click over here. Enter the name of the role and check the boxes to give access for the modules or uncheck to deny that access, and finally hit Save. To invite new users, click on the Invite User button, enter the email ID, name, assign a role, and then click on Invite. An invitation email will be sent to them, which they can accept and join this organization. Now in the Sales module, you can either manually create or import the transactions like invoices, credit notes, debit notes, and the payments received. And similarly in the Purchases module as well, you can manually create or import the bills, expenses, credit notes, debit notes, and the payments made. Go to the GST Filing tab and select the month from this drop-down. Here, as you can see, the data for the GSTR3B and the GSTR1 returns is automatically generated. In order to do the GST filing directly from the app, firstly, you need to enable the API access in your GSTN account. Log into the GSTN portal and click on My Profile. Click on Manage API Access and enable the API request. Select the duration over here and then click Confirm. Now we can head back to Zoho Books and see how to file GSTR1. This is a summary of the outward supplies, and it contains the details of the invoices, credit notes, debit notes, advance payments, and refund vouchers created for the selected period. In the Overview tab, you can view the summary of the data, categorized and ordered based on the tables in the GSTR1 specified by the GSTN. You can click here to drill down and see the transactions. This includes both the transactions that are uploaded to the GSTN and those that are yet to be uploaded. You can use this transaction type filter to view this particular type. You can further filter that transaction type according to the GSTR1 table and also based on the status. In the Push to GSTN tab, you can view all the transactions that are yet to be pushed to the GSTN portal. You can view and verify the transaction summary, the HSN, nil rated, and the B2CS summary. And under the Documents Issued section, you can click on Edit and add the serial numbers of the transactions, the total number of documents issued, and the total number of cancelled documents under each document type. And after verifying your data, you can now click on Push to GSTN. enter the aggregate turnover and then click on Push to GSTN. You will get an in-app as well as an email notification once your data has been pushed. And if there are transactions that have not been pushed to the GSTN due to an error, they can be viewed under the Failed Transactions tab. And once all your data is pushed to the GSTN portal, you can go ahead to submit and file your returns. You can file your returns under this tab. Click on Submit. This is a very important step because once you enter the key and click on Submit, your data will be logged and you cannot make any changes to it. And once your data has been submitted successfully, you'll again get an in-app notification, after which you can file your returns. Now click on File Now. Choose the mode of sign-in, whether it is DSC or eSign. Enter the PAN number and accept the terms and conditions after reading them. And then click on File Now. Then upload your digital signature. You have now successfully filed your GSTR1 returns. Now let's see how to file GSTR3B returns. Click on the View Summary against GSTR3B summary. As you can see, the GSTR3B summary has been generated as per the format prescribed by the GSTN, and you can push the data to the GSTN portal directly. However, before pushing the data from Zoho Books, you need to answer a set of filing related questions in the GSTN portal. And based on your answers to those questions, the relevant tables of the GSTR3B will be populated in the GSTN portal, and the corresponding data will be pushed from Zoho Books. And then you can file your returns in the same way as the GSTR1. Thank you.